So here we have another video in which we are going to solve problems based on formulating quadratic equation. So here we've got the question which says a train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 kilometers per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So formulate the quadratic equation in terms of the speed of the train. So now that we have to form the equation in terms of the speed, let us say, let the speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. Okay, let the speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. So therefore, how much time would it take to travel a distance of 480 kilometers per hour? We've got speed equals distance by time. So therefore, the time will be distance by speed. So therefore, the time that would have taken to travel a distance of 480 kilometers per hour. Time that would have taken to travel 480 kilometers would have been 480 divided by x hours. So that's how much time it would have taken to travel 480 kilometers. Now also, the time that would have taken the train to travel 480 kilometers at a speed less by 8 kilometers per hour would be nothing but time for 480 kilometers with speed less by 8 kilometers per hour. So this is the usual speed we are talking about here. So now what if it is, if the time, if the speed is less by 8 kilometers per hour, so what will the time be then? So then the speed will be x minus 8, right? So then the time will be what? It will be 480 divided by x minus 8 hours. So that is what the time taken would have been if the speed was x minus 8. That is 8 kilometers per hour less than the original speed. This is the original speed, x kilometers per hour. If it is less by 8 kilometers per hour, it will be x minus 8 kilometers per hour. In that case, the time would be what? Time would be distance by speed. Distance is 480, speed is x minus 8 kilometers per hour. So that is what we've got here. Now it is given that if the speed has been less by 8 kilometers per hour, then the train would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance, right? It would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So that means the time for 480 divided by x minus 8 would be equal to 3 hours more than the usual time, right? Please note this down, very important. We need to make an equation out of this statement. This is the equation making statement that we're reading here. If the speed had been 8 kilometers per hour less, so that is what it is, x minus 8. Then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So the time taken to cover 480 kilometers at usual speed was this much. Now, the time taken to cover 480 kilometers at 8 kilometers per hour less, that is this one, will be 3 hours more than this time. So this is how we've got this equation. I hope you got it. I'll repeat it again. 480 divided by x minus 8 is the time that will be taken to travel 480 kilometers at 8 kilometers less. Okay. Now, that time is nothing but that time is equal to 3 hours more than the older speed, more than the original speed. So that is why it is 3 hours plus 480 by x hours. So this is the equation. So once you've got this equation, it's all about basic operations, basic mathematical operations to get the equation. So from here on is simple calculation. So it is 480 divided by x minus 8. Let's take the 480 by x this side. So it becomes 480 by x minus 480 by x equals 3. And then taking LCM and all those things, so we've got 480 times x minus 480 times x minus 8 divided by x times x minus 8 equals 3. I've just cross multiplied. So now if you can look at this term, 480 is same in both the terms. So take out 480. All you've got is x minus x plus 8, because negative into negative is positive. So divided by x into x minus 8 equals 3. So here x and x gets cancelled. So all that we've got is 480 times 8. So 3 goes 160 times in 480, right? So here all that we've got left is 1 then. So we've got 160 times 8 equals, this is x times x is x square, x into minus 8 is minus 8x. So the equation that we've got is x square minus 8x equals 1280, or x square minus 8x minus 1280 equals 0. So therefore this is the equation that is required to find the speed of the train. That is nothing but x. So that is what it is. So it's a pretty straightforward sum, not a very complicated sum, except that you need to form the equation here. All that you have to do is you need to assume the right things. Let the speed be x kilometers per hour, and then the speed is going to be distance by time, right? If speed equals distance by time, then what will time be? Time will be equal to distance divided by speed. So that's what I've done here. So how much time will you take to travel 480 kilometers? It'll be distance by speed. Distance is 480, speed is, we've assumed it to be x kilometers per hour. So 480 kilometers by x kilometers per hour, kilometer gets cancelled, and we've got 480 by x hours. So next, how much time would it take to travel the same distance but with 8 kilometers less? It will take 3 hours more than this. So that is what it is here. So this time will be 3 hours plus this time. It will be equal. So then once you get this, you can solve it, and then you arrive here. And this is the quadratic equation that we need to find the speed of the train. So this ends this problem as well as the video. I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more problems based on quadratic equation. Mostly finding the roots of the quadratic equation by the method of factorization.